consistent with SCP-style guidelines. SCP-420-DMT progress report. Submitted by researcher to Dr. Jack Bright, lead researcher, site. Summary of current efforts. Following containment breach incident, SCP-420-DMT remains uncontained and recovery efforts are ongoing. Mobile Task Force ETA-10, See No Evil, continues operations across multiple sites to track anomalous disruptions consistent with SCP-420-DMT's known activity. Despite extensive resources allocated to the search, both the entity and assistant researcher remain at large. Personnel stationed at Site Redacted have undergone 3 rounds of neuroimplant recalibration to address the anomalous interference introduced by SCP-420-DMT. Preliminary findings suggest that the interference may be spreading via secondhand exposure to recovered journal entries and associated cognitohazardous material. Current containment strategies. 1. Operational priorities. Quarantine protocols. Personnel exposed to cognitohazardous materials associated with SCP-420-DMT have been placed under observation. Site-wide implant recalibration. Neuroimplant upgrades are being rolled out to mitigate SCP-420-DMT's ability to bypass suppression protocols. Mobile Task Force support. Additional resources have been allocated to MTF ETA-10, including enhanced cognitohazard training and equipment. 2. Counter-cognitohazard measures. Foundation linguists are analyzing recovered journal entries for potential cognitohazardous triggers embedded within the text. Early findings suggest certain phrases, truths, strings, zookeepers, serve as conceptual anchors for SCP-420-DMT's memetic influence. New containment protocols have been implemented, including redacted versions of all relevant documents and limited access to staff with Level 4 clearance or higher. Progress update. Testing and investigations. Testing log 420-DMT-24. Subject, D2345. Male, 29, previous exposure to low-grade cognitohazards. Objective, evaluate SCP-420-DMT's influence on recurring cognitohazards and neuroimplant defenses. Subject was exposed to an audio recording of assistant researcher Redacted's recovered journal entries for 15 minutes. Neural activity and implant diagnostics were monitored in real time. Results. Subject exhibited significant distress within 5 minutes of exposure. Observed symptoms included disorganized speech patterns, recitation of phrases consistent with prior SCP-420-DMT encounters, irregular neural activity bypassing implant safeguards. Notable phrases included, "The strings are tied too tight, they need to break. You see the light, but they keep the shadows hidden. Dr. Bright, does he really know who pulls his strings?" Subject terminated themselves 45 minutes post-exposure, stating, "The zookeepers know I've seen the cage." Post-mortem diagnostics revealed significant degradation of neural tissue and implant hardware, consistent with previous SCP-420-DMT encounters. Incident log 420-DMT-B date. Location, site. At 13:45, experienced a mass neuroimplant malfunction affecting over 40% of on-site personnel. Symptoms included 1. Recurrent hallucinations consistent with SCP-420-DMT exposure. 2. Sudden recollection of suppressed SCP-related events. 3. Unexplained vocalizations with several staff repeating the phrase, "Kennedy was right, but he saw it too late." Preliminary analysis suggests the anomaly may have originated from SCP-420-DMT manipulating residual cognitohazardous material. Emergency containment protocols were enacted, and affected personnel were quarantined. Recommendations to Dr. Bright. 1. Increase containment efforts. Authorize additional MTF units specializing in cognitohazard containment and memetic defense to assist ETA-10. 2. Prioritize research on implants. Allocate immediate resources to identify vulnerabilities in neuroimplant technology exploited by SCP-420-DMT. 3. Secure recovered documents. Further restrict access to all SCP-420-DMT-related materials and ensure thorough cognitohazard scrubbing before any dissemination. 4. Direct oversight. Recommend Dr. Bright's personal review of SCP-420-DMT's behavior patterns to provide insights into containment and countermeasure strategies. Conclusion. Efforts to contain SCP-420-DMT remain ongoing and challenging due to its memetic and incorporeal properties. The Foundation must adapt containment. Here's the formatted version of your SCP